As far as the seclusion is concerned, I had dealt with some things like that, especially being on the Contender. Yeah. So it wasn't too terrible as far as that was concerned. But as far as the fight was concerned, it was a little bit difficult in the beginning because I felt like sparring a little bit. You kind of could hear his coach. I could hear my coach. I could there's nobody in the crowd really saying anything. And once punches start flying and you get hit with some shots. All your focus, starts to get a little bit more concentrated and it gets better. Interesting that you mentioned that because through the television, we could hear his coach with some interesting comments. Right? Can you hear it too? I see you. Yeah, absolutely. I could hear him. It was kind of funny because I remember actually where his coach / dad said something, and I said to him out loud, "Nope, that ain't gonna work." And so I thought it was kind of funny, but I'm sure he could hear my coach and hear certain things. You just gotta capitalize whenever you can.
Yeah, how does that play into not being able to hear the crowd, Shane? Do you prefer when you have a crowd or when there's no crowd?
I mean, as a professional fighter, that's why you do it. You do it for the fans, the fight, people in the audience, things like that. Of course, you do it for you as well. But there's an aspect of that where you like to hear when you land a good shot, you hear the crowd go up and things like that. It helps the energy of the fight. So of course that was missing a little bit, but when you're in there, bottom line, you got to win. You got to do whatever it is you got to do to win. So if you don't hear that crowd, you got to do it for yourself. Think, oh man, that was a good shot, or say something, or whatever the case is. Whatever you got to do whatever you have to do to win. So I felt like I did what I had to do to win, and yeah. Nice.
And you fought on this card, on the Golden Boy card, for Oscar De La Hoya. How has this partnership been? We talked a little bit before the podcast about Oscar. He's a previous opponent of your father. How is this new relationship, working for this big promotion company in Golden Boy?
Oh, man. So it was an honor for me, signing with Golden Boy, just because, for one, my dad was a partner of Golden Boy. He fought for Golden Boy. And, to also fight for Golden Boy, along with being a Southern California boy, being from Pomona, California, it's like I get the best of both worlds. And I know that they have the experience, they have the talent to move me the right way so that I can become champion. Nice. And I have confidence in them, and I have confidence that I will become a world champion. So just with time, I know that they'll move me the right way. So I was excited. To be along with them, and also, having my dad be along with them and all of those same kind of fans. I think that only helps me in my career as well to have people supporting me as well.
Nice. How did it feel as far as security of your own health? Golden Boy's first show back amid this whole pandemic. We know Top Rank has had quite a few shows, but how did it feel there as far as safety and precautions and all that stuff?
Man, I think they did everything they could to keep us safe. I mean, they were spraying the rings. We were secluded to our rooms. We took multiple tests. I felt like we did everything necessary to be safe. Even for me, I was like, man, we all got tested and we were all safe, and we still had to be 6 feet apart at the weigh-in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We still even though we all were tested, negative for COVID. Yeah. We still had to be 6 feet apart from each other and not get close and all those things. So I felt that they did a very good job in keeping me safe and keeping everybody safe. We didn't have anybody test positive for COVID. So I think that was positive, and hopefully we continue that and we can continue boxing, especially in California. Top Rank is doing the shows in Nevada, but I would really like for Golden Boy and other promoters to do more fights in California because
Nice.
Obviously that's where I'm from, and I want to keep boxing going and sports going in California.
Yeah, I believe Robert Garcia was the only one who tested positive initially, and then his second test came out negative. But even then, just to be safe, he didn't attend the show. But
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, that was here nor there, but so he did the right thing to keep everybody safe and as well as the show. You know what I mean? So I felt that he did the right thing, and I commend him for that.
Nice. Shane, how do you assess your performance in this fight? Where we say boxers are, their biggest critics. What are some things that you feel like you did good, or what are some things that you want to, work on and improve for your next bout?
Okay. So overall, I give myself about a B-. I thought it was a solid performance. I mean, it was my first fight back in just about a year. So, knocking a little bit of rust off. But some things that I felt that I did well were using my jab, being sharp, throwing some pretty good shots to the body. I think what I need to work on is staying calm, staying focused, and staying kind of in that boxing mode. I feel like I do my best work when I'm boxing. And then in that boxing mode, I can turn it on and, land some more powerful shots to the body, to the head, things like that in that boxing mode. So I feel like moving forward, when I fight next, I'm gonna practice that. I think a lot of times fighters feel like we have to do more than we actually have to.
Mm-hmm.
So you try to get to knockout, you try too hard, and then when you try too hard, you're overextending, or you're using too much energy where it's not beneficial to actually getting the job done. Sometimes when you're relaxed and more fluid, you're able to get those powerful, meaningful shots in.
Mm-hmm.
So I think being a little bit more calm, setting up the shots just a little bit better, and being sharper will help my performance next time.
Nice. I'm sure your trainer had a lot to do with that, right? We could hear all his instructions, especially in between rounds.
Yeah. He had a lot to do with that, and I love his mind, the way he thinks, and how he kind of strategizes. So I think he's definitely an asset to me in the corner. Obviously, he's Caleb Plant's trainer, and you see, the kind of monster he is. So he's the tactical genius, and so that comes from help from Justin Gamber. So I think having somebody like that who has that type of mind that's strategic and setting things up is beneficial for me.
Sergio Mora repeatedly stated that the best version of you was on The Contender. Do you agree with that?